Hi, I'm Directy March and welcome to Neville House. It's actually finally ready. We've had 2 new bathrooms, every inch of it's been painted, the builds have gone. We're finally ready to welcome guests, so come and have a look. With it being a hold-to-let, it's definitely changes your design process. So there's things that in this house I wouldn't necessarily have myself, but I know I need to have for a hold-to-let. I just had to tailor the design to what the purpose of this property is. So the hall, stairs and landing probably took the most amount of time. I thought when we started it was going to be quite easy and quite quick, but the green, and it's a good job I love green, it took forever, absolutely forever. But I love it, and I'm so glad I persevered and I did all the woodwork in green as well, because it just has that real nice Victorian charm to it, I think. So in here I wanted to create a real sort of townhouse feel, to be sympathetic to the Victorian era of the house, but also still be quite cozy, which is why I went above the picture rail with the black, just so it sort of like envelopes you. I've just injected the colours with the sofas and the cushions, so that can be constantly changed out, but you've still got this amazing backdrop. It's like almost like a stage for your interiors, because it just makes all the different colours just pop out and stand out from the black. My favourite room is probably the twin. It's obviously got to act as a kid-friendly room, but also somewhere that an adult wants to sleep as well. Everything in here, absolute bargain. I went to buy a bed off Facebook Marketplace, the bed that's in the double. And when I was there, I went, "Oh, you're selling these beds?" And I went, "Oh, yeah, not a problem. They're £80. I went, "Oh, £80 each." I went, "Oh, no, for the 2. And when I was loading them into the car, they're Neptune. They are brand new, like £1,200 worth of beds that I paid £80 for. So I'd say that was my best bargain. Probably of all time, not just of this house. This room for me is definitely my favourite because I think it's quintessentially me. It's the things I love, the plates on the wall, the pictures. I would pick this room to sleep in. So this shower room, the door used to be off the hall, but we made it sort of like an ensuite shower room for the twin. This was quite a big job to do, especially like moving the door and stuff like that, but it needed to be done. It was bleak. We're talking like orange pine with the tiled work, so it was all just like somebody had made it one Sunday afternoon. It was horrendous.
Did you fall out with Dave?
There's been a few fallouts along the way.
We've got another row of this, right?
I think I only ordered one.
Remind me why we're papering this wall again?
3.5.
Okay, good. And you have the right plans.
Yeah, I'm quite impatient when I'm working and I'm like, can you just pass me this? So it always ends in a little bit of a fraught. So this is the smallest of the double. Well, it's the smallest double. And we added the paneling. We created the dark dramatic wall as a backdrop. I just think it makes it look more cozy. I also got trolled for these curtains when I did the reveal on Instagram because everyone was like, why don't they touch the floor? And I'm like, because I already have the curtains, and we should be living in a sustainable environment where we should use things rather than let it go to the landfill. And nobody wants dog hairs in the bottom of the curtains, do they? Or dog wee. The attic room has had the biggest transformation. The bathroom is in now, we've wallpapered, we've painted, carried the colour up from the walls right up until the ceiling. That was just to give the whole room some cohesion. With an attic room, because there's so many different angles and there's so many bits to cut in, make it easy for yourself and just paint it all the same colour, and it will blend better. There's nothing worse than harsh white lines and not knowing where to paint and where not to paint. So you're better off just painting all the same colour. I really like this space. You've still got the view of the Minster, it's the loo with a view. But again, some amazing bargains in here. We picked this up on Marketplace, brand new in its box, for like £40. But yeah, I really like it. And it's got a beautiful rain head shower. which we all love when we go away, don't we? So the dining room, because it has dual aspect to the garden, I wanted to bring that sort of Victorian kitchen garden in. So that's why I went for the green ceiling, which sort of brings down the ceiling to make it more like a cozier kitchen Victorian cottage feel. I added the ladder and the foliage through, softened the lighting with the filament bulbs. But I was quite conscious to keep it modern, so I added the foliage wall, because it's a perfect background selfie. I mean, people can stand in the crystal mirror with the foliage behind. Because let's face it, we all think about our Instagram angles, don't we? We obviously made the conscious effort not to change the kitchen. So I just gave it a little bit of a zhuzh. We sanded back and stained the worktops darker, put a new ceramic sink in, and because the range oven was here, I sort of lent into that cottage kitchen, cottage core vibe. So that idea worked really well with covering the tiles up. I used sort of MDF matchboarding, so it looks like they're all individual, but this is just panels, and I literally stuck them on top of the tiles and colour matched it to the kitchen, so it all just blends and looks seamless. Ties in with here. That was a good 3 AM brainwave. So the kitchen for me, with the little tweaks, has been a really pleasant surprise. Like, I'm really happy with this outcome, and even like this, it's just stainless steel back on top of the tiles, but it just makes it look so much fresher. And I would definitely say anybody who wants to elevate their tired or old kitchen on a budget, these are definitely things that you can do. So you can find us at, oh God, Dave? Yeah? What's our website? nevillehouse.co.uk. You can find us on our website, which is nevillehouse.co.uk. You can find us on Instagram, which is Neville House York. You can find us on Airbnb, and you can find us in the link to this video at the bottom in the bio. Thanks for that, Lick. So I'm just having a last minute walk around. The first guests arrive in 3 hours. I put all the little mini soaps out, towels are out, bedding's changed, milk, bread, Prosecco. I think we've done it.